Lately, I've been asking myself a lot of questions. Like, who am I actually doing this for? Because every few months, it feels like I'm becoming a new version of myself, and sometimes I don't even recognize the person in the mirror. Over the past 27 years of my life, I have changed my identity more times than I can count. I've gone from a morning person to a complete night owl. My style has ranged from vintage grandma all the way to contemporary goth. Is that even a type of style? I'm coining it now if it isn't. I've been the ultra productive try hard and also the lazy, don't want to do anything. I don't even know what to call that. Just lazy. But the craziest part of all of this is that every single one of those identities has felt so real to me when I was in the midst of it, until they didn't anymore. But the past few years, there's been a shift every time I have changed my identity. It's felt different in a lot of ways, and it's led me to start to wonder over these past 27 years whether every time I've shifted identities, if I was evolving, escaping, or just plain bored. Some changes feel different than the others. Like, I'm not trying to become someone new. I'm just finally letting myself be who I've been all along. These ones don't feel like a huge breakthrough. They just feel right. Like, oh yeah, this is me. The first identity shift in my life that had this feeling was when I quit my corporate engineering job and did it with literally no plan. All the changes, reinventions in the past had always been rooted in wanting to do something for someone else, wanting to be perceived a different way, or just because I was bored. But this one, it really changed things for me because I, for the first time, recognized that some changes actually bring me closer to who I truly am instead of further away or into an area where I more felt like I was acting or pretending to be a certain persona. And honestly, I got really hooked to this feeling of becoming more like myself. I really dug into myself in the years after I quit my job to understand and learn more about what it felt like to be closer to my authentic self, which led me down the rabbit hole of doing things like 75 Hard, exploring my emotional issues and my past trauma through therapy, and finally looking more deeply into a lot of the health problems that I've been dealing with for years. It also led me down a path of growing out my natural hair, keeping it my natural color, letting it be long and feel more just connected to me, not wearing such crazy makeup, not dressing so intensely in a specific fashion, and allowing myself to just wear whatever felt good or felt comfortable or felt me in that moment. And looking back, if I try to pinpoint the sign that this change in my life or reinvention was really for me and not for someone else and was bringing me closer to myself, is when honestly it felt less natural when it came to how I was existing in the outside world. When I was trying to do things more for somebody else, I actually felt pretty natural in my day-to-day life. I felt like I was creating a persona that allowed me to kind of either blend in or stand out depending on what I was trying to go for and the reaction I was trying to get. But when I was acting more as myself, when I was getting closer to my authentic self, I actually felt less comfortable in the world. And I think that's because I was not used to actually being perceived as myself. I was used to being perceived as the vintage grandma or the purple-haired goth aesthetic. And I felt very uncomfortable with this shift, with people seeing me, even though in reality, that's what I was looking for the whole time. Other times I've changed not because it felt true, but because I wanted to be understood or accepted. Like if I just showed up a certain way, it would be easier to fit in or even just exist. But the thing is, when you're constantly performing, even the compliments don't really land because they're not actually about you. It wasn't until I was in my senior year of high school that I realized that I had been dressing, acting, and living my life in a way that was designed to just fit in and feel comfortable around other people. I was always people-pleasing. I had the wrong friends, the wrong boyfriend, the wrong aesthetic. And not because the aesthetic was bad, just because it wasn't me. I had no idea what I actually liked. I was wearing hand-me-downs my entire life, and for the first time when I was able to afford buying my own clothes, All I did was mimic the people that were around me. I never stopped to ask myself, like, what do I actually want? What am I actually interested in? But my senior year of high school, I started to subconsciously recognize that I had been living so far away from my authentic self for the purpose of trying to please others. And I realized that I felt so misunderstood in my relationship, my friendships, and just from my general peers in my classes. So when I got to college, things shifted drastically pretty quickly. My style started going through crazy shifts. I started dyeing my hair a bunch of different colors, experimenting with different makeup styles, clothing styles, hairstyles, hanging out with different people than I'd ever hung out with before, and really questioning what was actually me and what was a byproduct of what I felt like society wanted me to be. But instead of this being the breakthrough that led me to being closer to my authentic self, I instead took this and pushed it in a complete other direction. I wanted to be understood so badly that I started to create these specific personas that I thought would make people perceive me in a certain way instead of just allowing myself to be me and letting people perceive me as me. This is when I went through a lot of personality shifts, and I don't mean personality like I acted like a completely different person every day, more just that I was very much experimenting with the type of people that I wanted to spend my time with, and also the types of activities I wanted to do, how I wanted people to perceive me in general, what I thought my authentic and real self was. And I became very fixated on other people having these very clear box-like categories to place me in. I wanted to be known as a very clear, specific person. I wanted people to look at me and be like, oh, there's Paige. She's an engineer. She likes wearing grandma vintage aesthetic. She is into a soft life. I don't even know what else, plays video games. Like, what was I even into at the time? Yeah, actually totally plays video games. My main thing I was obsessed with was this armoire because I made this into this physical representation of me. The outside was how I looked, my aesthetic, because it was very like vintage grandma vibes. But the inside, I had my entire like PC build out. I had RGB lights and all of these things. And I felt like I was that. Like that was the object that was the closest to me. But the thing was that I was still just sticking myself into a box. But instead of the box that society wanted me to be in, I was creating my own boxes and shoving myself into them, trying to make myself fit. And honestly, sometimes it's not that deep. Sometimes I'm just bored or just want something different, like a little spark in my life. Not because I'm feeling lost, but just because I'm craving something new. Change doesn't always mean that something is wrong. Sometimes it's just curiosity. After going through all of these shifts and changes, I started to become very insecure of when I would change. Anytime I reinvented myself or changed my hair, changed my style, changed what I was doing for work, changed the content I was posting on social media, changed my hobbies, my interests, I immediately felt like I was someone that others were going to consider unstable or incapable of sticking to something for a long time, undisciplined, or just genuinely not in touch with myself. But something I've come to learn through all of these different phases is that a lot of the times that we reinvent ourselves, it's genuinely just out of the need for something a little bit different in life, something a little less monotonous and routine. When I was growing up, I was always known as the ultra productive person that got all of my schoolwork done, that studied and did my homework ahead of time. And I started to take pride in the fact that I didn't get a lot of sleep, that I would get everything done, that I had perfect scores on things. And this became a part of who I thought I was at my core. So as these shifts happened and as I got closer and closer to my actual authentic self, I started to question whether any of those traits of mine were actually ever my real traits or a outward projection of who I wanted society to think I was, or an outward projection of how I wanted society to perceive me as my idealized self instead of my actual authentic self. So I started experimenting with allowing myself to procrastinate, allowing myself to stay up late, late, allowing myself to sleep in the morning after staying up late. And I quickly realized that I actually was not this perfect, polished person that had to have every single thing in its place in my house at all times and had to sleep on a perfect routine every night, although it wouldn't be a lot of sleep. I actually was someone who needed quite a bit of sleep and who preferred to stay up late and actually kind of liked the pressure of deadlines and a little bit of waiting till the last minute sometimes. I liked to sleep in, and most importantly, I really didn't care so much if my apartment looked spotless and perfect. And as I let some of that go, I realized how much freer and how much more comfortable with myself I felt. But that didn't mean that I still didn't sometimes want to change. Sometimes I still go through phases where I set my alarm for 5 a.m. and want to wake up before the sunrise and keep my apartment super clean and organized and go through a big decluttering. But none of that means that I'm not authentically and deep down someone who actually is okay with everything being a little bit of a mess and is okay with sleeping in and does a lot better work when I'm up in the middle of the night. It just means that I'm getting a little bit bored of the monotonous routine lifestyle that I've created, even if that routine monotonous lifestyle is way more aligned with who I am as a person deep down. I am so ready to let go of this idea that every single decision we make in life is this deeply intentional, there's like a reason behind every single thing that we're doing. Sometimes we just do things because we're human and we just do them, and that's totally okay. And yeah, other times it is because we are trying to become some version society wants us to be, or trying to get closer to our authentic selves, but it's okay if there's really no meaning behind the change that you're currently trying to create in your life. It's okay if you feel like doing 75 hard just because it looks kind of fun and you're kind of bored and want to create something a little bit different in your life. I am actively trying to remind myself and give myself permission to explore just out of curiosity, to create change in my life just because it seems kind of fun, and not to be so hard on myself and not really care what other people think if I do change. If this month I want to play video games every night and next month I don't want to touch them at all, that doesn't mean I am or am not a gamer. That can just mean that one month I wanted to play video games and then the next one I didn't. Everything you do does not have to be a part of your identity and your persona. It can just be you, which I guess is your identity and persona, but like, it doesn't have to be a box, you know? I realize that not every reinvention is the same. Some changes actually help me feel more like myself, some take me further away, and some, well, they're just little resets. Something to make life feel a little lighter at times. But I think the biggest shift is being able to recognize and tell the difference between each of them. I don't always need to know who I am, but sometimes it helps to know why I'm becoming who I am. If you have also struggled with this concept of not knowing who you are and constantly changing who you are and wondering which one of those is actually you, I'm curious which of the 3 types you mostly find yourself falling into when it comes to reinvention. Leave your experiences in the comments down below. I'd love to have a little conversation about this. If you haven't already watched my video on life always being so hard and why we always have to make life so hard, I'm going to link it here for you guys so that you can go watch it next, because I think it really ties well into this idea of trying to make everything so difficult for us and getting back to our authentic selves and what comes naturally to us and leaning into those strengths to just make life generally easier. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.